Okay. The silence before the chaos. Oops. Oh, I wasn't supposed to see that. Did you? Okay. Three, two, one. Action. Hello, welcome back to my live stream. So for today, basically, I'm gonna be drawing something that came in mind today. Sorry, I'm a little tired, so it's very hard to be awake, I should say. It's very hard to be awake, but I'm gonna try and push through as best I can. So, yeah. But without further ado, let's get into drawing. So, let's see. So let's just see what exactly, like, how my day went. So when I went to work today, it was a lot, I will say. Um, there was like complete quiet calmness in the beginning, and then later. Actually, no, because here's what happened. So this morning, while I was at work, when I was getting ready to open up the serving area at the hotel, a guest had came into the serving area about like an hour or so before we were set to actually open. He had came in and said, "Excuse me," and I said, "Sorry, sir, we're not open yet." Um, Anyways, I continue to say, "Sorry, sir, we're not open yet. Please wait. We don't open for another hour." In which he said, "I understand, but there is a homeless person um, throwing trash all over the side of your property." And I was like, "What?" And he just kept on saying, "Well, there's a homeless person. They seem to be throwing some trash around. I don't know what's going on." And I said, "Please lead me to where this person is," right? Where this homeless person is, because if there's one thing that obviously where I work at, we do not want the reputation of having a bunch of garbage on our property and all that. So, so I went over to hello. So I went over to see like where the homeless person was, and I thanked the guest, and basically I just looked, I saw, and well, I looked at the homeless woman, and I was just like, "Excuse me, ma'am, I'm just here to tell you that I've been told that you're throwing trash around on this property, and please do not do that because, well, we don't like having trash thrown on our property where I work at." And she said, "Oh, no, 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 I'm just organizing it." And I was like, "Okay," because I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Hello, hello to everyone who's showing up. Yeah, so I was just, yeah. I said I gave her the benefit of the doubt, and then afterwards, and there are people. So yeah, so this morning at like 6 a.m. I had to deal with a homeless woman. Apparently she was throwing trash, but really she said she was organizing. And pretty much I just gave her like a one-time warning, because then afterwards if I came back and saw her again, then we'd have to call the authorities. So yeah. To anyone that was the one thing that happened this morning. Basically, I had to I had to help, because here's the thing, that we actually had dealt with homeless people before. We had one incident where basically one of the cleaning ladies, the cleaning staff, was getting ready to go to work in the stairwell of the hotel, and they saw that underneath the stairwell there was a homeless person, and it freaked them out, and they had to call the police. So, yeah. So yeah, it was yeah, we were just trying to make sure that we weren't going through that again. So I did tell the front desk, because they're the ones who pretty much do see who's coming into the hotel versus who's actually leaving the hotel. So yeah. So I had to basically tell two of the two of the front desk workers and say, hey, so there's this person hanging outside. There's this homeless person, and apparently I was told that they're throwing trash around and yada yada yada. And lucky me, they said, okay, we'll make sure to keep an eye out and tell people. And that's what they did. So yeah, that was basically a little bit part of my morning at work. Um, yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm drawing so far. It's a person. It's a person. So there you go. It's yeah. But I'm definitely going to fix some things. Well, fix some features on here. So, also to anybody who wants to know, I do have a sketch story coming out real soon. If you haven't seen the teaser photo yet, um, I did post it. I did post it. I did post the teaser photo of the drawing, the sketch drawing that comes out Friday, so make sure you get ready to see that. It is actually my very first drawing video. Um, and I basically just did what I did. I tried my best, okay? It's my first time, and really though, so basically the story is that basically it's from a dream I had, and yeah. I'll let you decide what it is. Like, I'll let you guess until um the video comes out. I'll let you guess, okay? And if you can and if you can guess just based off the picture, if you can guess just based off the picture, then well, let's see who gets it right. Okay? So yeah. So I'm a little bit nervous though because this is the first time I've ever done, like I said, like a million times by now. It's the first time I've ever put out a drawing video. I'm a little nervous. I generally don't know how people are going to react. I am going to assume that there's not Burns glowing in the night episode. Oh yes, E.T. from The Simpsons. I've seen that episode. Did not get it. Well, well, I don't know. I think they were trying to like do something with like Star Trek or Star Wars. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. When I was a kid, I did not watch Star Wars or Star Trek. I watched Ben 10 though. I watched a lot of that. A lot of Ben 10 as a kid. So, yeah. And that may explain my fascination for drawing humanoids in pretty much every drawing I have. Yeah, so for those who don't know, I enjoy drawing humanoids because, well, it's the one thing I feel like I can draw without somewhat screwing up in a way, but that's just me. But anyways, so yeah. So like with this one here, this is what I got so far. Obviously I'm trying to make a person. Here's the thing though. Whenever I do draw, um I can't draw feet. I can't draw feet. And in the sketch video that comes out Friday, I try to draw feet um as best I can. That's all I can say. Um yeah. I just hope and I don't know. I'm just nervous, that's all, because like I said, it's my it's my first ever sketch video, drawing video that I'm putting out on YouTube that people are gonna see, and I'm hoping it sounds okay. I did have to check the audio a few times, and I will say this though, the audio, I kept on thinking like I screwed up the audio a lot because it just doesn't sound like, I don't know. But then I just kept checking it and checking it and checking it, and honestly, yeah, that's a lot of us. A lot of who? So yeah. Hmm. Yo, sorry. Okay. Man, sorry, I'm not trying to like bored people with my live stream, but feels like I am. Keep up the good work. I am trying my best to. Okay, so here's something. I am currently using a mechanical pencil because all my other pencils, either I can't use the eraser on them at the moment, or I busted them somehow. Yeah. Real life of an artist, I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying my best, okay? I'm no Picasso, I'm no Leonardo da Vinci. Sorry, I have to pause because I always confuse Leonardo DiCaprio with Leonardo da Vinci. So, yeah. Hello. So, let's see. What else should I talk about? So let's see. Okay, so my work life is currently, I'm gonna say this is gonna be the week where I'm at work that's the most challenging because we're currently going through what is known as a holiday. And I remember I sometimes have to work on holidays, and currently this holiday we're going to be experiencing is Thanksgiving. And let me just tell you, Thanksgiving is a little bit chaotic because the next day we have what is known as Black Friday. And Black Friday, if you know what Black Friday is all about, then I pray to God that you stay safe. Oh, here you go. So this is what I got so far. So currently I'm working on the background because I just want to like see, I just want to make sure it comes out the way I want it. Um, I do post these, by the way. I do post these, what these look like at the end of uh of the live stream. So, if you ever want to see it, you can, always see it, and you can comment, if it looks good, and also, I guess critique me if you want to. I am open to that, just to see like, how can I make it a little better, and also what names would you want it to be called. So like, what exactly would you call this piece, for example? I'm not done with it yet, but yeah. So let's see. Anyways, so yeah, so this week for my job, it's going to be a little bit crazy for me because I will most likely just have like one day off from work because like I said, it's the holidays, and most likely I will have like Wednesday off because I checked my schedule. And even though it did say like it looked like I wasn't working Thanksgiving, I will most likely have to work Thanksgiving. So I am mentally preparing myself to get through this whole week of utter chaos for myself because although here's the thing though, although I do enjoy a challenge, sometimes I gotta remember that I am human and whatever happens, happens. But in my case, I am known to be very hard on myself when I can't, well, when I feel like I failed at something, which is actually a very common thing that I do at my job, really. What I always feel like I'm failing at pretty much anything really. I always end up feeling like I'm making mistakes, and I don't really ask for help that often because I want to try to seem like I can solve anything by myself, but obviously that has worked in my favor very, very low, very low. So, yeah. Let's just say that. I draw too. I'd like to show you my drawings. I draw in any anime style. Don't judge me. Oh, that's perfectly fine. If I draw very particular, I should say. Specifically, okay, so here's what I got now. Here's what I got now. Here's what I got now. Okay. So this is what I got now. And if you want to see like more of like what I do, I also have a few paintings right here I could show you in about a minute. Yeah, so some of my paintings aren't exactly what you would call normal either. So here is one of them. This is one of them. I had posted this on here. And another painting that I have done is this. And I've also and I've also done paintings like these. Hmm. So yeah, I've done paintings like these. This one, from what I've been told, people feel like this one actually does have a deep understanding, and which it does, which I'm very thankful that people, I guess, like. Um, yeah, I try to put as many meaning um, into my artwork basically because I want to express like how I'm feeling because that's pretty much how it works in my mind really when I'm making something that involves art, whether that's an art like a drawing, a painting, a song, uh, a little sketch video that I have coming out this Friday. Yeah. So really though, what I just want to try and do is just like, try to find ways to express myself through art because I never really had that as a choice for me to even think of when I was younger. So, I mean, I did journal here and there, but I needed something that can like help me feel free to like express like what exactly is going on inside my head. And then it wasn't until my junior year of high school that I started taking an art class. Well, technically it was mandatory. I had to take it in order for me to graduate. So, yeah. It yeah, so that's pretty much what the first time I did art, it really helped me just let go of all the emotions I've been holding in, I've been harboring inside my body. It can't be. The clock one is beautiful, and those three are almost amazing in color. Yeah, but most of my drawings consist of me like doing black and white. I'm pretty basic, I will say. I'm not extravagant, obviously. I'm not like, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but basically I started like doing more of this art stuff. Well, my art. I don't know why I said stuff, art stuff. I don't know why I said that. But anyways, so I started pretty much not caring about how people like see my art more and more when I had watched a video by a animated content creator called L Cartoons, and I do believe I had said that in previous lives before. And basically in L Cartoons, well, in one of her videos, she had talked about how like instead of like painting physically, like actually physically and all in detail, I should be able to paint how I feel mentally. Like mentally, like how do I see myself mentally in these drawings, in these paintings? Like how do I see myself in these? This is what I mean. That's impressive. Oh, thank you. Yes, so this is, I think, the first time I've ever did a drawing on here, and like I did some sort of background. I know I may have done backgrounds before, I don't know, but I think this is the first where like, I don't know, like I do enjoy like how it looks, but I just need to because after I get done sketching this all out in like regular gray pencil, I like to take a black pencil just to help like make it look more, just a make it look a little more detailed if that makes sense. Excuse me. So yeah. So currently right now I am just, well, I am just drawing, I am doing my thing, I am doing my best, and I'm just doing what I'm doing because I do like art. Art is pretty much like my means to escape from pretty much whichever reality, from reality, really, because I mean, I feel like that's just it. Art is a great place to escape from whenever you're having, troubles. And if and to those who say like art doesn't really like help you, it's not therapy. First off, that's not true. There is a thing called art therapy that where people make like, I think a few people like make sketches or like little comics about their lives, I think. And then sometimes art therapy can be much different than that, but yeah. So in my case, I, yeah, I draw this. You can see it's pretty much like almost done. I just need to like work on this section over here. So yeah, so art really has helped me because it allows me to fully express myself and like just feel free from pretty much reality and just escape. But half the time, some people, a lot of haters, do question my little arts, that's what they call it, about how it doesn't make any sense and how like it just doesn't seem natural or normal. And I'm just like, have you met me? Are you going to paint it or just pencil? I'm just gonna take this out with pencil. Um, yeah, and then afterwards, I'm gonna post it onto here. So I'm gonna post it onto my YouTube channel, and I just want to like, so like, everyone can see it because that's what I want to do. I want to be able to show my art more and more on here, so you guys can see it or anybody can see it and they can be like, wow, this is wow. That's all I'm hoping for, okay? Like, I'm not expecting like to it to be put in a museum or anything like that. But yeah, I do post these, so don't worry. I post these onto here really. Um, yeah. Hold on, sorry. I'm currently still in the zone with this because I am almost done and I do want to try and finish this, but I'm not rushing myself. I'm just trying to make sure like I have exactly what I want before I start tracing it out in black pencil. So, and here's the thing though that I always say to myself. I always wish, okay? I always wish I had two cameras, okay? I wish I had one camera that's like watching me, draw, and then I wish I had another camera that was like showing like what I was drawing. So like, yeah, it's almost done. Just need to work on this little section here. And once that is officially done, then yeah. I hope it turns out okay. Um, However, though, once in a while, I do. Sorry, is that Spider-Man? I don't know. Quite frankly, I don't know what I draw. Please forgive me also for the background noise. Some people are looking for cats. Yeah, sorry, there's background noise. Are you putting your Christmas tree up? I don't know. This ain't even my house. This is one of my parents' and step-parents' house. So really, it's their decision if they want to, I also got the same question. Not a question like, not the same question before, like when I got off work, but I got the same question of someone asking me, "What do you do for a living?" "I work at a hotel. I am a chef." Um, I was told that, am I ready to go and get Christmas presents? And I said no, because I need to save up some money to go Christmas shopping. Yeah, because, sorry, there's a dog outside the door. Yeah, my family, they got a new dog. Yeah, it's still in training. Are you happy with your salary? It's fine. I did get like a gift card from the owner of the building I work in, so it's like 15 bucks, so. Okay, so here's what I got. This was before it gets yeah. So here it is before. And now I'm going to take a black pencil and I'm going to start tracing it out. Because that's what I do. What's your favorite? It's lovely. Oh, thank you. What's your favorite PS5 games? I don't play PS5, I'm sorry. I don't play PS5. Not because I don't want to, it's just that I don't know. I never really got video games as a kid. I mostly just focused on like art, like this. The type of also art that people don't understand. But Xbox, I have played Xbox. I have played Xbox. I have played Xbox. But I haven't touched an Xbox in quite a while. But before Xbox, I did used to play on a Wii station when I was a kid. A Wii, that's WII. I used to play a game where basically there was this game that I used to play, and I just. It was a game where these trolls were dressed up as targets, okay? They had targets on their stomachs, and you had to, like, shoot them, and every time you shoot them, you got a point. But if you didn't shoot them in time when they like get up to you, then you were like, yeah. Mario Kart, I have played Mario Kart. I have played Mario Kart. I will be honest. I have played Mario Kart, but I played it on a DS. I played it on a DS and a 3DS. And yeah, let's just say I kind of like needed to take a break from that because I got very competitive, okay? I got a little too competitive, and every time I like tried to get first place, and if I got like second place, I would be mad, and then I would end up smacking the person I am playing the video game with a pillow. And yeah, let's just say I did not take getting second place very well, specifically when even though it was just a video game. So, yeah. I lost so many times though. But over the years, the more like I stayed away from video games, I was just like, okay, I am good. I am good. I am good. Maybe I'll put my drawing on YouTube if I figure out how. Do you know how? How to draw on YouTube? Well, first off, before, are you going to ask for a pay raise? If you don't ask, you get, don't. No, but I did actually get a raise though. I did actually get a raise. So basically how it works is every year, I get like a slight raise, which is very good, which I'm very thankful for. Um, so I did get a raise this year, so hopefully next year though, next year I will get a raise too. So, which I am very thankful for because I have a lot of plans for 2026. Yeah, and it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot of plans that I feel like I want to accomplish in 2026. Do you draw from your imagination or with reference? I draw, I guess, pretty much from my imagination 100% because my imagination is very weird and very odd ever since I was a child. And my imagination, basically, it was like I had my own version of Wonderland, kind of like Alice in Wonderland, if that makes sense. I had my own version of Wonderland, except it was very dark and very terrifying and made little to no sense. Are you going to buy stuff on Black Friday? No. This is what I got now. Ta-da. Reason why is because Black Friday is just a nutshell. Black Friday is literally a nutshell, especially since I remember as a kid, I didn't do Black Friday, but I knew people my age when I was much younger did Black Friday with their families. So like when I was in sixth grade, for example, there was this one of my classmates. She had told me that she did Black Friday, and she said it was all fun until a lady basically bit her right in her arm, and I was like, oh, hopefully you got shot. But obviously that was bad because like first off, who attacks a sixth grader? Who attacks an 11, 12-year old over a whatever it was they were even buying? I personally think that Black Friday is nuts. What's your plans for Thanksgiving, or do you like turkey? I like turkey. My plans for Thanksgiving, though, I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest. I do not know. Most likely I'll probably be working Thanksgiving morning, and then I'm working Friday from what the schedule had shown me. Mostly because since Friday is Black Friday and I work at a hotel, let's just say when it gets busy and it gets a little terrifying to say the least. So yeah. So please always pray. What is turkey? Sorry, I'm learning English. Okay, so turkey is pretty much like the main course, the main entree, the main meal at every Thanksgiving. And it's very good. Okay. That's all I can say. It's very good. I I my favorite Thanksgiving meal though, my favorite Thanksgiving meal dish that I always loved and I still do ever since I was a child was stuffing. Stuffing was always my favorite, and I know some people might say as like kids, you're lying. It was obviously like the pumpkin pie or the pie. No, my favorite was the stuffing. It's always been the stuffing and nothing more. So, but anyways, what's actually your favorite? Turkey, turkey must come with gravy. Yes, that is true. Because apparently without turkey with gravy, then basically everything's just like destroyed. Everything's just chaos. Utter chaos. That's all I can say. Okay, let's see what else. So let's see. So work, most likely I will have to work Thanksgiving, but other than that, I don't really know specifically what I'm gonna do on Thanksgiving, but I'm just gonna like try to see like what I want to do because Thanksgiving to me is chaos. What are you getting for Christmas? What am I getting? I don't know. Um, Probably, most likely, I could get more canvases because currently I am out of canvases. And yeah, I'm in need of canvases to do more paintings. Because, well, I could always use a painting to help me. But yeah. Anything else really? I don't know. I just wish, but the holidays can get a little stressful for me at times because I mean, it's just a little bit of utter chaos for me and what I deal with around the holidays. And I just want this one to hopefully go smoothly because not only am I dealing with the holidays, hello, you look beautiful today. Oh, thank you. Not only am I don't know, I want to do a lot more stuff actually. By the end of this year and hopefully more at when 2026 comes. Like, there's so much that I feel like I want to do, but I don't want to be holding myself back because I've told myself this multiple times. I want to do more. I want to do more. I want to do more because I keep feeling like I'm in the same cycle. I keep feeling like I'm in the same place. I'm in the same area. I feel like I just need so when is your birthday? Mine is today. Oh, happy birthday. My birthday's not till May. But yeah. But anyways, I want to enter 2026 with something. Something at least. Maybe I'll meet someone, maybe I'll, you know, something. I actually had tried to test out one of those filters on TikTok that like says how are you gonna start your 2026 and end your 2025. So apparently it said that I was gonna enter 2025. No, not enter. I was gonna exit 2025 single, and then I was gonna enter 2026 with a child. And I was like, oh fuck no. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So here's the reason. I was just like, I'm single, not even dating anybody. How am I gonna have a kid? For one thing, that's nearly impossible when you can't, have a kid by yourself. You can't, you know, I forget the word. Basically, are you looking to become a art designer? Maybe. I don't know. I'm going through what will most likely will be my soon to be quarter life crisis um next year, meaning I will be 25 next year and I will most likely feel like I will be losing my mind. The kid thing is crazy. Lol. Yeah, here's the thing though. I told myself that if I ever did have children one day, um, like I wouldn't mind having kids one day, but like right now would not be a good time for me because just financial wise, it wouldn't be good, and also just like how my living situation is at the moment. Because here's the thing though, I want to be able to have my own place, my own space, whether with a partner and, we just, we have our own space, whereas, I mean, I know it's okay to like get some help from like some family members once in a while, but you also want to be able to, spend some time with your kid for the first time that was just born like a few days ago. So, yeah, that's what I want to basically do. I want to have like my own space and not feel like I'm in a space that is not mine in the slightest at all, actually, not at all. This is not my space. It's just a place where I currently reside until I figure something out. But yeah, I would most likely. Um, I have children? No, I don't. No, no, hijos. Am I saying that right? I don't know. My Spanish is a little rusty. I don't have children. Not right now. I don't. What would you like to do then? Um, well, obviously, I would love to move out. I'd love to move out, have my own place. I don't really care if I rent, really. I just want it to be my own space where it's just me and, I can just be me and, have a space that's just meant for like, where I can be myself without people constantly telling me, "Oh, well, that's interesting, but maybe if you try it like this, or maybe if you try it like that, or maybe if you do this or that, and blah 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 blah." And then because here's the thing though, if I did have kids, if you don't like your job, change it. Um, well, here's the thing though, I don't hate my job. I think it's just like the just like how many hours I get because I wake up at 4 a.m. for my job, get to my job around 5 a.m., work up until noon, get back here, rest, and this is what I'm gonna have to do throughout this entire week, except Wednesday, thank God. That means I can actually have time to pass out and sleep. Thank you, Jesus. Um, but yeah, I just hope that whatever happens, I don't know. I mean, I do enjoy working in hospitality. Um, here's the thing though. So I started working as a chef because I needed the money, really. I was just looking for a place to like well, have a salary, have some money coming in, and while doing that, figure out exactly like what is it that I want to do because I am just, I don't know. I'm in what is known as my I don't have a lot of stuff together era, meaning I have no idea what I'm doing and I'm just raw dogging through life at this point in my 20s so far. Um, I am currently just doing what I'm doing to survive, okay? At least that's the only benefit is that at least I have a job. At least I have a job, okay? At least I have a job. I'm proud of that, okay? At least I have a job, okay? At least I have a job. Is it a job that exhausts me most of the time? Yes. But at least I have a job. I have my own money, my own money coming in just for myself. So, yeah. Sorry, what did this person ask? Dude, I want to ask you a question. Are you gay? No, I'm bisexual. I'm bisexual. Sorry. One question. Do you know that. Oh, God. Anyways, so yeah. At least I have a job that is allowing me income, okay? And a job that tells me I need to pay my taxes, which I do, and pay my taxes. A raven flew by and told me to join the stream, so here I am. Okay, so here's what it is, basically, my little sketch. Yeah, I'm almost done with it. I just need to work on this section and then I'll be done. And then later, like I said, I'll have this posted. What are you working hours? 9 to 5 or is that you? Most likely, yes. Am I working 9 to 5? No, I'm working 5 to 12. I'm working 5 to 12. So I'm not working a 9 to 5. I'm working a 5 to 12, meaning I'm working from 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. So either way, I am working. At least I am working, okay? That's all I can say. I keep telling myself, hey, you know what? At least you have a job, okay? And thankfully on Mondays, though, they are a little slow, which, I mean, if you know what it's like, whoa, wait, 5 a.m.? Whoa, that's early. Yeah, exactly. 5 a.m. is very early, but you know what? I I have been getting up at 4 a.m. for over a year. I have been getting up at 4 a.m. for a year. So, or for over a year now. And I will say this though, 4 a.m. can be a little bit crazy at night, but you get to, here's the thing though, here's the thing, especially when like I'm on the roads, okay? When I'm on the roads, the road is just like so, it's almost like quiet, really. It's almost like quiet, like it's so calm, so calm. It's like, huh. And then later when I get off work, the roads are busy. So I'm just like, okay. Because I also know like where my next destination is gonna be, but like, I don't know. I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, okay? When like the roads are kind of quiet in the morning and you're like, but then later rush hour and you're just like, yeah. Yes, you should continue working. Exactly. Because even though I do work as a chef, this job, like I said, I mainly got this job because I wanted to have some money come in and I was applying for jobs all throughout back in 2023. Rarely got a response, and when I did get a response, they rejected me on the spot. But then I managed to get some jobs in 2023, but they were seasonal jobs. So, but then I just told myself, hey, you know what? At least I got a job, okay? But then I started working at the hotel where I currently work at in February of 2025, not 2025, February of 2024, and I had continued to work there up till today because the reason why is people have told me that recently, whenever they've been trying to apply for a job, it really hasn't been going well for them. So, yeah. Why are you doing? Why am I doing? Um, don't read what I said. 5 a.m., a 12 p.m. Duras Bas. Sorry, I'm trying to. I only know a little bit of Spanish. Like, I only know hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien. ¿Y tú? Um, ¿Cómo estás? Estoy muy cansado. Which means I say that a lot at work because a lot of people I work with speak Spanish. So I always say estoy muy cansado. Estoy muy cansado. That was it. From Where am I from? I am sadly from the US. I am sadly from the country that is falling apart piece by piece. Yeah. If you ever visited America, I hope you stay safe because apparently they have ice. Here's something that I recently did learn. Apparently now they're not letting people like leave the country without like a bunch of proper paperwork. So, oh, thank you for the love. Oh, okay. Well, I think this looks like hold on. There's still one more thing I want to do before. Okay, let's work on the eyes and then this should be done. Which, wow, I can't believe it's almost done. I honestly thought it was going to take an hour. Well, with the timing of how long this live has been, obviously it has been almost an hour. So, yeah. Okay. And almost done. Okay, I am almost done. Just need to work on this on the eyes real quick and then 3, 2, 1. Hold on. Done. Okay. And here we go. What do you think? So yeah, so this is what I got now. This was today's result. It's pretty basic, I know, but this is for today's. Thank you. So yeah. So this was from today's. I think it turned out okay, but let me know in the comments what you think. So, like I said, I will be posting this picture later today, so, you can always come back and check to see, like, comment down below, what would you call this this painting? What would you call this drawing? What would you call this sketch right here? Yeah. Also, okay. Yeah, and also what would you call it? And just like what you think of the design of it all. Like what do you think overall? Like how it turned out. Okay, but let's see. Anyways, so before I get off live here, please don't forget to like this live. And also, I should be putting out some short videos this week, so keep an eye on that. But also, don't forget to turn on the bell notifications because, like I said, I do have my very first sketch video that comes out this Friday. Okay, my sketch video comes out this Friday, so you can make sure you click the bell notification so you can be notified when that video comes out. Okay. Um, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, don't forget to also subscribe to my channel. Um, turn on the bell notifications so you can be notified. I go live every Saturday and Sunday and just draw like random stuff on here. So yeah, sometimes I'll probably draw stuff during the holidays like I did on Halloween, but yeah. Okay, well, again, thank you so much for joining my live today, and thank you for enjoying me watching me draw this entire sketch right here. Yeah, like I said, if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button. You're a new subscriber. Oh, thank you. Mwah. Thank you very much. Okay, well, yeah, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, and if you like this live stream, don't forget to hit the like, okay? And like I said, I'll have this posted later today, so get ready, and I'll also have some short videos ready, okay? Well, that's it for today's live stream. Thank you very much again for joining, and I hope to see you next Saturday this week, okay? On Saturday, okay? And as always, take care and stay safe. Mwah. Bye.